When President Trump came to the United Nations, the first other world leader he met was his French counterpart. He and Emmanuel Macron embraced warmly. They're known to get on well, something that is perhaps remarkable when you realise, as became clear in their speeches, that they have very different visions of the way the world should be run. Trump's worldview is America first, with all the other countries also putting their own national interests first too. He laid that out in a speech that didn't get off to a good start when his bold claim was met with gasps of astonishment and then laughter.
In less than 2 years, my administration has accomplished more than almost any administration in the history of our country. America's so true. Didn't expect that reaction, but that's okay.
Trump talked about a constellation of strong, sovereign, independent nations. It, of course, raises the question of whether the US will give up its moral leadership on issues like human rights.
That's why America will always choose independence and cooperation over global governance, control, and domination. I honor the right of every nation in this room to pursue its own customs, beliefs, and traditions. The United States will not tell you how to live or work or worship.
A couple of hours later, and the French president was at the same podium. He agreed the world faced crisis, but for very different reasons. Nationalism, he said, meant that international cooperation was breaking down.
There's no need to look too far to see who is to blame. They're here in this assembly. They're speaking today. Those responsible are us, the leaders of the world.
It was an impassioned speech. He said he didn't believe in the law of the strongest, and he made a passionate defense of parts of the system the Trump administration has either attacked or defunded.
We shall support those working for peace and humanity. UNESCO, the conscience of the United Nations, the Human Rights Council, the International Criminal Court, UNRWA, for whom we're increasing our support.
In his speech, President Trump said his administration will reassess how much money it gives to the UN and how much funds it gives in international aid. That potentially is setting up a new confrontation for next year. President Macron says he wants to give 40% more in international aid, and France is heading the G7 next year. It wants all the members, which include the US, to give more. James Bays, Al Jazeera at the United Nations.